Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Classes by Poonam Taneja. It is NCERT exercise part 3. In my previous two videos regarding NCERT exercise, I have taught you solution of question number 1 to 5. So in this video I am going to start question number 6. As it is clear to you, a graph is given to us. Using graph, we have to answer these 4 questions. So, what is given to us in graph? Let us start to study the graph. Along x-axis time is given and along y-axis distance is given. So, what is given to us? Distance time graph. Distance time graph. Okay, so as usually there must be a note we have to learn regarding any graph related question. So what is given to us indirectly using graph? Slope of distance time graph, yani slope of xt graph. Slope means what? Distance upon time. Distance upon time is speed. So it provides us speed. So slope of xt graph gives us speed. You have to learn this for numericals also, for graph relating question also and for derivation of 3 equations of motion. Okay, so let's start part A. In part A, the question is being asked to you, out of 3, which is traveling the fastest? So which 3 are given to us? There is B marked. B means this graph. This graph is starting from O and this is the distance time graph for a person that named as B. Another one, that is A. A is starting from this position and this one is the graph for A. Okay. And this one is the graph starting from 2. It is the graph bisecting here and intersecting here, and this one is the graph for C. So there are 3 graphs for 3 different points person, that is A, B and C. First question is being asked that which one is the fastest one, and right now I have told you fastest means what? Speed maximum. Out of A, B and C, which one is having maximum speed? Speed depends upon slope. So we have to check which one is having maximum slope. Slope is angle. For its slope we have to imagine like this angle. For its slope we have to imagine like this angle. So which one is more? This one is more inclined, so this one is graph 4. Let's check and it is B. So B is traveling fastest. Okay. So next question is 3 objects meet or not. We have to check. Is there any point where 3 graphs intersecting each other at a single point? At this point, graph for that is for C and that is for B. C and B are intersecting. So C and B are intersecting here. And at this point B and this one is A. B and A are intersecting here. Okay. And at point this one is going C, this one is going A. C and A are intersecting. So there is no one point where these 3 graphs intersecting, so they never meet. So result will be they never meet anywhere. Next question is how far C? It means far means distance we have to check when B passes A. When B passes A, B and A. B and A are here. When B passes A at this time, where is C? We have to check. Means the time at which B passes A is D. So at D, where is C? We have to check. For the graph, this one is C. C is at here, because at this one is our time axis and this. So we have to find out distance. So you must read your graph, which is the distance. Okay, when you plot it in exactly using scale, you will get the result, that is 7.5 kilometer. It is given in your NCERT book. So graph is given, no need to draw. You have to just copy and start to observe graph. Next question is, how far has B traveled? Far means distance of B we have to check when it passes C. Location where B passes C. B passes C at this point. This point is labeled to be F. We have to check how far has B traveled. B has traveled. Traveled means what? Distance we have to check. So we have to move to our distance axis, and distance is 4.5. Far means, students, distance is to be checked. Distance is to be find out. So we have to move to our distance axis. How far has B traveled when passes C? B passes C at this location labeled F. Moving to our distance axis, it is 4.5. So the result is 4.5 kilometer. So just need of the question is observe the graph, read it in proper way, and then write the results. Okay, so let's move to next question, that is NCERT exercise question number 7. A ball is gently dropped. Whenever dropped word is given to you, gently dropped, what does it mean? Initial speed or initial velocity is 0. Why 0? Because it is dropped without any energy, without any velocity. Just like I am having cap of pen, when I drop without giving it any energy, its initial velocity is 0. From certain height. So what is the height? Height may be considered as distance. So height, that is S, or you may denote it with H, that is 20 meter. If its velocity increases uniformly at a rate of 10 meter per second, whenever a body falls freely, its initial velocity is 0 meter per second, and acceleration is bracket A, that is 10 meter per second square. What will be the velocity when it strikes the ground? It means final velocity is to be calculated. Final velocity denoted by V is to be find out, and after what time will it strike? Time of striking the ground, T is to be calculated. Okay, so using equation of motion we can calculate this result. So which equation of motion? U and A, don't focus on that. S is given to us, V is to be find out. So S and V means S is position, S is velocity. So position velocity relation. Position velocity relation, or you may recall or learn in a way. S is given, V is to be find out. So it is third equation of motion. What is third equation of motion, dear students? V square minus U square equal to AS. V is to be find out. So keeping V along left hand side, U square is 0. 0 square will be 0 again. So 2AS only. Now what is A? 2 into A. What is A? A is 10. Okay. And what is S? S is the height. Height is given to be 20 meter. So V square is equal to 2 tens are 20, 20 20s are 400. So V square is equal to 400. What will be V? V is equal to under root 400. So it will be V. Square root of 400 is 20. So final velocity is 20 meter per second. So at the point when it will hit, it is 20 meter per second. Okay. Now in the second part, what is to be asked? We have to find out the time. So for time we can use either first equation or second equation. Anyone, okay, anyone we can use. V equals u plus at. That is the first equation of motion. V is to be given, that is 20. U is to be given 0. A, acceleration is 10. So it is 10 into t. So 20 equals 10t. What will be the value of t? T equals 20 upon 10. So it will be 2 seconds. So t equals 2 seconds. But if you are using, students, second equation of motion, I am mentioning here or. Or means you can use anyone. Second equation. So there is no need to cram, because u given, t given, s equals ut plus half at square. U given, s given, a given, t is to be calculated. S is 20. U is 0. 0 into something will be 0. Plus half. What is a? A is 10. What is t? T is to be calculated, because I am marking here or. Or means this is not given to you. You have to calculate again t square. So 20 equals 2 ones are 2 fives are 5 t square. So t square will be equal to 20 by 5. So it will be 4. So t square equal 4. T equal to 2 second. So in the same way the result is obtained, that is 2 second. So we have obtained the result t equals 2 second. Okay. So this is all about numerical number 6 and 7. In next video I will provide you last 3 numericals of same chapter 8 exercise question. Till then, goodbye.